Hey guys, what's up? This is Tucker from Mac Kite. We've been testing the Pryde Glide here for the last 9 months, and just got done with the session, packing our gear up, and we're going to give you guys a review, what we like about this foil, some of the cool features, and let you know what this thing's all about. It's been a little icy around here, so this one's been a long time coming, but let's jump into it. Hey guys, welcome back to Foil Fridays. Today we're going to talk about one of our shop's favorite foils, one of the best deals out there right now, the Pryde Glide Surf. Now I've been riding this one, and people in the shop have been riding our foil here for about 9 months. So we've had a lot of hands on this one, a lot of opinions going around, and more than anything, just a lot of time in the water, a lot of time beating on it, throwing in the back of trucks, stuff like that. So on this episode, we're going to give you a real comprehensive review, walkthrough of this foil that we've experienced in the last 9 months. So as with all of our videos, go ahead and click the eye icon up in the right-hand corner of the screen. That's going to take you to a written blog on our website, in our Knowledge Center. So you're going to have a lot of written content there, some more images, and useful information you can click in there. So go ahead and click on that if you'd like, follow along, or if you just prefer to read. So one thing that really struck us when we first received this foil is the uniqueness of the design of the foil. A lot of the alloy foils in the market are really similar, just kind of, following the same thinking and mold, and it would have been really easy for NP to follow that same line of thinking and come out with a similar product. But they didn't do that. They rethought a lot of things and came to market with something that I would argue is fresh and maybe a little bit better in some ways. One of the first things that is in that category would be the top plates. So here we have our alloy top plate, and this connects to our mast. As you can tell, we have a male to female connection here, male on the top plate, whereas most foils are going to have a type of collar here that the mast sits into. This is the opposite. So the collar has a plate that's going to sink down into the cavity of the mast, and really that is a stronger, more rigid connection, but also there's less bulk here, so you improve the drag or reduce the amount of drag that's on it. So as you can tell, take our mast here, and it sits down into here like this. It's really rigid, 2 screws through the top here, and you've got the recessed portion of the mast there to allow for that. Really, unique thinking, and it really made that top plate rigid without having to commit to a one-piece collar and mast system that can be more expensive, both with different masts and traveling where you can't take this apart and it's kind of in there. Next, we have the mast going from the top down. Now this looks just kind of like your normal alloy mast, but the cord length here is quite a bit thicker than a lot of other ones. So that gives you some good directional stability without the need for additional winglets or fins or anything to give you that directional stability. It's really going to allow for easy. It's really going to allow for easy acceleration because of the aspect ratio here. Top speed is still excellent, but really this is going to allow just really good ease of use as well as rigidity. If you look down the view here, you can tell how thick the walls are. You got a 3-bolt system to the fuselage, which is 1 more than most are going to use. Just again, upping the ante there in terms of rigidity. And this is a very solid mast. Some masts, you get up high and you put a lot of torque on them, you can feel them kind of bend and tweak. This does not do that. It's very solid. One of the best masts I've tested other than carbon masts. So that's saying a lot. So we really enjoy these masts. The masts right now are offered in a 60 centimeter, which are what are included with the complete surf foil. They've also got a 70 centimeter and an 80 centimeter available. The longer the mast, if you're out there kiteboarding at a little bit higher speed, the 80 centimeter mast can be nice to have on the small. The 70 centimeter is what I like personally. I use it for surfing, for wake foiling, for kiteboarding. on everything from the small through the large. The only time I really grab the 60 is going to be if I'm out there surf foiling in really shallow conditions, or if I'm grabbing the 80, I'm really out there going fast on my foil with the kite, or in bigger choppy waves for surf where I really want a little extra margin of error in there, just in case I'm really moving or there's a lot of chop. So next down we have the fuselage. The fuselage is very streamlined. It fits the wings really solidly. It's strong and rigid, but not overly built, so still quite lightweight. As I said, with the mast, we've got 3 bolts here, so very solid connection to the mast. And here next to that is a drain hole for the water. So the water that ends up in the mast does not end up staying in there for extended periods of time. It'll drain out of here and allow your foil to be carried without leaving a trail of water for too long anyway. After you walk up the beach a little bit, it's usually empty. Additionally, with this fuselage, it's going to come with a couple of washers for the rear wing. That's going to allow you to fine-tune the angle of attack on that rear wing and adjust the amount of lift or the speed of your foil. So on a bigger wing, if you're experiencing a lot of lift and you kind of want to level that out or move your stance back a little bit, you can shim up the rear portion of the wing. That's going to flatten it out a little bit more and tame some of that lift. If you want a little bit more lift, maybe on one of your smaller wings or something, or if you're just really going slow, you can shim up the front to get a little bit more lift. However, I find that this is tuned quite well. You shouldn't need to shim it at all for most applications, as long as you're choosing the correct wing size, but that is going to allow you a little bit of fine-tune adjustment, which is kind of cool. Now, one overlooked portion of a lot of foils is your hardware. So the hardware is what's holding all of your gear together, all your fuselage, your wings, your board, to the foil. Everything is held together by your fasteners. And most people are using either a Phillips head or an Allen head, like a stainless steel or a titanium. NP chose some really nice hardware, and this seems like such a ridiculous thing to talk about, but a high quality stainless steel fastener that's not going to strip very easily, that's not going to bend or break, and most importantly, it's got a Torx head. So this is Star Drive Torx head. It provides a lot more hold, and it's going to reduce stripping on your hardware. So the entire foil is put together with one size Torx, and it's included with that system with a wrench to do that. So everything from your wings, your fuselage, your top plate, even your hardware from the foil to the board can be assembled with one Torx wrench. And as I said, that high quality fastener with the Torx head is going to make your gear last a lot longer. So an overlooked item, but really important for the longevity of your equipment without having to replace these. So if you're somebody that takes apart your foil or puts it together a lot or changes wings or masts or whatever, it's really going to allow you a lot of use without having to replace those. So the last thing we really enjoy about the Pryde Glide Surf Foil is the selection of wings and the prices of the replacement parts. So as you can see here, I've got the small, the medium, and the large wing. These are all really good, usable sizes. They're not really crazy on one end or the other. They really fit the need for most riders out there. So the small is going to be really great for your average size rider kiteboarding or surfing and maybe chest high or bigger surf, as well as wake foiling as well. The medium is excellent for light wind kiteboarding for your average size guy, or even just normal foiling for a heavier guy or girl. And the large is really going to be dedicated for your small wave surfers or paddleboarders, even larger guys behind the boat. Really going to allow you that extra bit of lift in pumping. So these are the 3 different wings. If you buy one, you can add an additional wing for only $2.99. That's really unheard of, especially for a real high quality carbon wing like this. The design is really on point, very straightforward and smooth, and really the anhedral curve is very predictable, solid feeling foil with a ton of maneuverability still left in it. So these are really, the peak of efficiency and feel and maneuverability is amazing with these wings. I can't say enough about them. They really went through a lot of trial and error figuring these out well. So we did the front wing, now we got the rear wings. What we have here is a Glide small rear wing. We'll call it its older brother, the large. So the large is really only going to be coming into play with the large front wing. Everything else is going to ride on the small wing. So the small and the medium are included with the small wing. The large complete set is included with both the small and the large. Now why, you ask? Mainly that's because really the large is the only one that would need the large, but it also functions quite well with the small rear wing if you're looking for a little bit more agile, maneuverable foil. So again, these are going to fine-tune your riding style and either give you a little bit more stable, slow riding, pumpable foil, or something a little bit more maneuverable and hyper out there if you want to get a little bit more edgy and maneuverable about things. So, rear wings. So guys, we've been out there, testing this foil for 9 months. We went over some of the benefits of the design of the foil, but let's step into, really the benefits for you as the rider. What this foil is going to give you is a really versatile, easy to learn on foil. Still very lightweight. Most of these wing sets complete with the foil are about 8.5 to 8 3/4 pounds. So one of the lighter foils on the market in terms of alloy foils. But as I said previously in the video, very rigid, very high performing foils. So, lightweight, affordable, and really you're getting the performance out of them. I can't say enough about that. For most people out there, this is going to be a really excellent choice for both kiteboarders in the smaller range of things, surfers in kind of the small to medium, even large range of the wings, and for sup riders in the larger range of things out there. So that's that, Neil Pryde surf foil. In terms of durability, really this foil has stood up and been extremely durable. I've thrown this thing in the back of my car countless times, ridden it up onto the shore, and made all kinds of mistakes that maybe I shouldn't have made, riding around with it and taking care of it. But really we want to test those things to know, which ones are holding up and which ones aren't. I can say with confidence that the Neil Pryde is extremely durable and long wearing. I have not had to replace any hardware sets at all. Haven't had to make any serious repairs other than just your little scratches and stuff from hitting it on a rock or cement in transit. So I cannot say enough about this foil. We're really excited about it. And at $8.99 complete, $2.99 for front wings, and about $140 depending on your size of the mast. A lot of those accessories and replacement parts are really easy to get and affordable to service. So it's a really great product offering. If you've got any questions at all, feel free to drop them in the comments section below. If you own and ride this foil, we'd love to hear what you think of it and what you enjoy or don't like about it. And as always, give us a big old thumbs up if you appreciated the video, subscribe to our channel, or maybe share it with a friend if you think they might find it informative. This has been Tucker with Matt Kite, and we'll see you next week on Foil Fridays.